Thank you for joining us. This is Mature Living, and I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program. But there's another senior program in this city that I just love, and that's at UTEP. It's the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute called OLLI, okay? And so you'll be seeing some class schedules that will be coming to you maybe through mail, and maybe you'll pick it up at UTEP. But we've invited the new executive director, Lynn Provenzano. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And you took the place of that other gentleman who used to come all the time.
Ian Wilson.
That's
Big
right.
shoes to fill.
Well, you will do a good job, I'm sure. And you've brought with you Leanne von Mittenwald.
Yes.
And you are the social director.
Yes.
The OLLI board social director.
Yes.
Thank you for tell us what your role is in a minute, you know. So tell me a little bit about OLLI.
Well, OLLI stands for the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, and we are a program that's sponsored by UTEP for people over the age of 50. Bernard Osher is this lovely man who decided that we, as we get older, need to be more active in the community and also give ourselves the opportunity to sort of feed our curiosity, feed our creativity, and live longer and happier.
And it works.
And
I
works.
noticed you've got the new
Here it is.
class schedule. If you'll lift it up so that we can show it, and beautiful cover. And I see that registration started August the 6th, and it'll be running through most of the semester. But that you also have two sessions in the fall, and then another 2. So you've broken it down, but you're going to explain a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, first of all, let me just say the cover actually is a photograph that was taken by one of our students and instructors, Fred Island. And he's been very instrumental in helping us with our programs as well. Last season we had a art exhibit called Visions, and all of the creative artwork that our students did were exhibited in a very professional way, and we'll be having another one in the spring. So this is how we we promote our students as well. Now we work on 2 semesters, 2 sessions within each semester. So the fall semester already started, and we're in the middle of our first session. But the second session will be starting October 21st.
Very good. So there's still a chance to register for classes. And I understand there's like 90 classes. Oh my gosh.
We have 90 classes per semester, so roughly 45 classes in session 1 and 45 classes in session 2. And they're all different. Every class is different. So you never have to be bored. There's always something new to learn.
I'm sure you have students that are recurring students that keep coming back because you keep recreating those classes.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about your role with OLLI.
Well, I started out as a student myself, and I retired in 2013 and wanted to do more, to keep learning. And I found that at OLLI. It's a wonderful place to find anything you want in terms of learning and companionship, social events too. So then I decided I wanted to teach. So I've been teaching film classes, and that's been very exciting. It's a wonderful, wonderful group of people
That are interested in filmmaking?
Well, and showing films. I show films, and then we discuss the films. And
what an interesting class.
Yeah.
I'm glad we invited her.
It's very exciting. And so I also wanted to give back to OLLI because I had enjoyed myself so much as a student and also as a teacher. So I was offered the position on the board to be the events coordinator or the social program director.
Very good.
So that's
what are
been
some of
fun
the things
too.
that are planned in the social aspect?
September 17th, 18th, and 19th, we're having our Welcome Back event, which is just a very casual event in the lounge area, the new beautiful renovated lounge area, and we'll just be serving goodies and meet and greet. So it'll just be a way for us to get back in touch with all of our members.
Very good. So you have how many? Oh my gosh, students.
We have over 600 members on an annual basis.
Amazing. I'm glad you're getting that kind of response from El Paso.
Oh, so are
from
we.
the senior community. And some of the classes, tell me about your schedule.
Well, we cover a lot of different topics. We cover theater and film, which Leanne is dealing with. And by the way, her classes are always full.
Oh, good.
And full, overflowing full, actually. We have classes in mind, body, and spirit, classes in culture, current events, history, literature, art. Do you want to talk about some of these classes, Leanne?
Well, it's really any direction that you want to go, or any direction that you have never been able to try before and just feel like you want to try. You know, it's
to learn about.
It's very open-ended and non-threatening, no grades,
no
you know,
exams.
no exams, nothing like that. So in the arts, we have painting classes, we have dance, we have the theater class, we have the film classes. I'm trying to think what else we have in terms of arts.
Landscape oils, abstract painting,
Right,
watercolor, tapestry weaving is new this year.
That's right, the tapestry.
We have
weaving.
calligraphy coming up in the second session.
Yes, and I understand you have one of our instructors, Dr. Armando Gonzalez, teaching an interesting class.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Cannabis.
He's going to be teaching a class on cannabis in session 2.
Very good.
Yes.
Any other new exciting things that you want to present
Well,
at this time to the community?
Every session is new. Every session has its own sort of personality.
Yes.
And our classes keep filling up. And what's interesting is once you sign up for session 1, you realize there's more you even want to take in session 2. So we're still taking registrations and memberships.
Okay, so membership is an annual membership of
$30.
$30. And then each semester, tell me how that works.
So each semester is $70. So in the fall, it's $70. You have 2 6-week sessions. Take as many classes as you like, which really means you can take up to 11 classes a week.
Can you imagine how busy that is?
Classes start at 1:30 in the afternoon, and they're 90 minutes long. And so the last class ends at 4:45 or 5 o'clock. Some of our art classes on Fridays go a little bit earlier because we have a different space available for that. But it's really about working something into your schedule, you know, around your appointments and your other commitments, but to keep yourself active.
Very good. And so you have 5 semesters then
We
within
do.
the year.
2 in the fall, 2 in the spring, and 1 in the summer.
Excellent. Well, we want to give that phone number because definitely some people will be calling you. I certainly hope that we interest you in taking some classes at the OLLI Lifelong Institute, Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, we call it OLLI. And this class schedule is going to help.
Right here.
Do you have the mail out? And then we'll give the phone number.
If they contact us, we'll mail them a catalog.
Okay, super. And the phone number where they can reach you.
It's 915-747-6280.
It was so good to meet you. I'm so glad, and hopefully this will not be the last time you visit us.
I think we should stay in touch.
We've got to continue to promote learning.
That's right.
Continuous learning throughout the lifespan, right?
That's right.
Thank you so much, Lynn, for
Thank
being with
you.
us. And of course, Leanne, you're very busy in retirement, aren't you?
Yes, that's what.
So good.
That's a good thing. Yes,
continue
keep
to
busy,
contribute.
keep our brains moving.
That's what we're all about.
Yes,
Me too. I'm on your cradle.
yes.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mary.
we'll be back with more guests. Well, welcome back, and I'm glad you're still here on Mature Living to listen to another conversation about healing. All of us need healing. All of us can heal, I understand. And we're going to learn about a particular organization. It's a nonprofit organization, the L.I.G.H.T organization, Lotus Integrated Group for Health and Transformation. And with us is Lynn Provenzano. Thank you for joining us,
Thank
Lynn.
you.
You are the president of L.I.G.H.T in this region.
Yes.
And a representative of the El Paso border region, Pranic Healers.
That's right.
That is so interesting to me. I want to hear more about it. And you've brought RAul Gray Wolf Yarango, who is a board of director of L.I.G.H.T. Thank you for joining us. Okay, now that we've got that done, tell me about pranic healing. Tell me how you got interested in it.
Well, pranic healing is an alternative healing modality. It's no touch, and we work in the energy field of a person, okay? Because we manifest here in this bioplasmic field of energy before we manifest physically. So many, many years ago, I met a group of people who were also interested in learning something new about helping ourselves and helping others, and we discovered pranic healing. Wow. And so we've studied it, we've cultivated it, we've grown it here in the El Paso region, and now we offer free services to the community.
That's wonderful. And then I also want to ask RAul Yarango, Gray Wolf,
yes,
that must be a healing name, a healer name.
Yes,
Because
it is.
And tell me how you got interested and how you became a board of director.
Well,
the board director.
we've been involved in different types of modalities, healing modalities, and so one thing leads to another. And I've known Lynn for some time now. In fact, we started. I met Lynn at Tai Chi classes, and then from there we went to learn other things, and then pranic healing, and so. It just evolves. Yeah.
It's wonderful. The more we can learn about ourselves and how to help others, because it is a service that we provide as we learn how to be better people and how we can help others. Tell me about your free clinics and your services.
So we offer free clinic on the first Saturday of every month at Unity Church at 3 o'clock. And we invite anyone in the community to come and join us. We do a brief introduction and a short meditation. And then we have volunteer healers who work with each person one-on-one to help them through whatever issues they have.
Very good. And sometimes the traditional medical practices are not working. But sometimes we find something special that helps us. In whatever we're going through.
This is a complement to traditional medicine. If you need a doctor, you should see a doctor. But we have discovered that it's like getting a massage. When you are stressed out, you need to go get a massage. So in your life, when things are going on in your physical body, you should come and have a pranic healing session. We can help with that.
And you know, RAul, you mentioned that all of us have healing powers.
We can all heal in some way. Sometimes in just the words we use, or sometimes if you put your hand on somebody and says, you know what, it's going to be okay. That in itself is
transmits that healing expression, and if it's received, because you've got to have a receiver, positively received things, positive things happen. Wow. And what happens in your clinics? What can we expect when we go?
Well, you can expect to do a short meditation. We'll explain to you what will be occurring. And then a healer will take you and they will work with you, ask you some questions, and then they will start with their protocols. The beautiful part about pranic healing was that it was developed by a man by the name of Grandmaster Chokak Sui, who was actually quite a successful businessman, but spent his entire life studying the energetic body and how it affects the physical body. And so he developed this system of protocols that enables us to be able to scan someone's energetic body to see where congestion is, where depletion is, and then to be able to replace that, take that all out and replace it with clean energy so that the physical body has a chance to heal. So healers will work with each client one-on-one so that they can have a good result.
Very good. What has been your experience? Go ahead.
Oh, it's been wonderful. Like, you get feedback from people and they keep coming back to the clinic, which is no cost
Mm-hmm.
to and the thing about the pranic healing, the book that Mr. Chako Aksui put together, it's kind of like a recipe book. So somebody's got a headache, we can open up the book and it says you do this, 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 this. It's like real easy.
Very good, very good. And you've seen some great results.
Absolutely.
That's why
Yes.
you stay with it.
Right, right, and it's good for emotional issues or physical issues that a person may have.
You know, as a community, we're suffering right now. We're getting
Right.
through this
Right.
tragedy that happened in El Paso. I hate to say we were put on the map now nationally. It's too bad it was for this reason, but we've been a wonderful border community, very peaceful, very safe, and all of a sudden it kind of shook us up. So there's a lot of healing that's needed right now.
Absolutely.
Emotional healing.
Right.
And so you're there to help.
We are here to help, and actually we've had several people come through our clinic who wanted some help. But even as a pranic healing community, one of the first things that occurred was that we gathered our thoughts together as pranic healers to send healing energy out to the community. Many of us are called into service in that way. And we're very proud of our community at large, because what we have seen is this El Paso Strong is that we have risen above all of this negativity, and we're bringing healing back to the community, not just us, but everyone.
Yes. And I'm sure you want to say, tell me a little bit about Grey Wolf, that title.
Oh, well, I'm a retired firefighter, and all along I've been studying, but I retired so I could do this like full time. Wow. The Grey Wolf is a Native American name that I was given by a shaman.
Yes.
Yeah.
This interests me so much. I'm open. I'm a kind of person that's open. I will want to go and visit the clinic and see what it's all about, and see if I have any light in me, if I have good energy.
Of course you have light.
If that's
Yes.
what I'm transmitting through television or through meeting people, I want to be that light. I want to have that good energy. So hopefully you'll teach me how to do that better, and help our community in all different kinds of ways.
And
Right?
we're happy to do it.
Well, good. I really appreciate you coming to introduce this particular modality and this pranic healing to
Thank
us here on Mature Living. Let's give a phone number.
Okay, so if you have questions on pranic healing, you can call me at 915-449-0619.
Very good. We'll join you one day.
Thank you.
Okay. And we didn't give the address, but you can give that when they call you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll be back with some more guests here on Mature Living. At the recent expo at the convention center that was sponsored through the Area Agency on Aging, and there were many, many exhibitors that were participated in. One that I stopped at, one of the booths, was these new cancer prevention, My DNA cancer testing. And as we have experienced in our communities, I'm sure in our families, cancer has taken too many loved ones too early sometimes and too often. So we invited Charlie Alarcon, who is a contractor with the Paso del Norte Advisors, and you have brought Loraine Prieto here, who is also one of the advisors.
Contractor, yes.
And we're going to be talking about this DNA cancer testing and how you're helping our community and how it works. It's a new technology, so who wants to take it first?
Well, basically, the DNA registry has brought the cancer screening program to El Paso, which we launched heavily through at the AAA Expo, like you mentioned, their agency on aging a couple weeks ago, the Civic Center. The El Paso del Norte Advisors are the ones backing this project up for us. So basically, as we do these cancer screening, it goes to the DNA registry, which is wonderful. It's like the latest technology in the war against cancer. So by introducing this to the El Paso market, you might say, we're going to go, first of all, for the elderly, the Medicare group, Medicare and Medicaid folks. So we're excited. This was so well received at the expo that we can't wait to get going more and just helping.
And this particular cancer prevention screen test. It's like a screen test. Is approved by the insurance, by Medicare?
Yes, it's a Medicare-backed a test. It's about a $6,000 test, so that way they're right now Medicare is the one. We're helping the Medicare community first of all, and the TRICARE community. Well, we'll talk about that también. They're finding that it's better to offer a small $6,000 test to find cancer, possibly in the elderly or los pobres también, poor folks, other than to possibly go through a community hospital where the costs could be, you might imagine, in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Tell us about how you talk to the community about this new test.
We just tell them that it's a free test, and if they have their Medicaid or Medicare, and do the test on them and send it to their doctors privately. They'll get the information, and hopefully everything's good.
Yeah, that yes. We're cleared.
Yes.
Tell me about the forms that people fill out. Is there a particular questionnaire?
Yes, it's a lot of information just basically just for the family medical history. And what we'd like to do, Mary, is possibly allow you to be tested for this program so that people can see how simple it is and how quick it is.
And what is it involved?
It's going to...
Is it a shot or something?
No.
No needles, no anything.
No needles.
Tell me, if I'm going to be filling out this particular, excuse me.
Yes,
this particular questionnaire. And it just asks a few questions.
A little bit of family
history.
history.
And I will be in the DNA registry.
Yes.
Hereditary cancer requisition. And I sign it. And then the person that's going to participate in this DNA registry gets a swab.
Yes. She'll explain as she does it.
Okay, very good.
What's exciting about this, Mary, is that we can go back 3 generations, both sides of the family, all cousins, uncles, aunts, tíos, y tías. And as simple as this is.
Okay, so I'll do it. Cheek.
Yes, it just takes like about a 30-second swab of the inner the cheek to get a good sample of your DNA. And I guess I understand that you have a cold. You might have a cold today?
I might have a little cold, getting over it.
That actually is helpful because, ¿por qué?
Why is that?
Poquito mocositas.
Oh, we have a little more liquid.
A little bit more liquid, yes.
Yeah, okay. And it helps to detect, to help with the DNA.
Yes.
And so then, what happens to this tube?
It's sent to your doctor, and then they'll give you the results.
And do I get it through the
Rio
Grande?
What we're going to do, yes. First, what we're going to do is send it to the lab, and then the information will be available to your doctor and yourself only. As early as 3 weeks from now. And so if you're predisposed to possible cancer in the future, or other members in your family, this will help them too. It's all HIPAA controlled by, as the medical community knows, the Health Insurance Portability Act.
Yes.
To make sure it's all highly confidential, so we don't have to worry about anyone else getting this information.
Why is it important for El Paso to participate in something like this, the cancer prevention, the DNA test?
Yes, because simply put, as we know here on the border, us Latinos tend to what?
Yes.
We don't want to go to the doctor.
Yeah, we don't want to find out that...
No, bad things. We don't want to know.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
And what's simple is they're not finding out anything bad. They're going to find out how to possibly begin to prevent this. And this will go into the future for all your kids, grandkids, y todo. So we don't know where this wonderful technology is going to go. Bone marrow was going very hot like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
¿Qué está pasando? What's happening now?
The bone marrow was very successful
Yes.
in those testings. What has been your experience when you talked as an advisor, when you talk to people?
I've told them about my family. I have an aunt. Her daughter just recently passed away. And due to the fact that also she never believed in doctors, so she never got...
What did she pass from?
The non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh, yeah.
Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Okay. And you, Charlie?
I'm a 39-year cancer survivor, so I have some stories which I can share with people out there. So my passion is in helping folks with cancer, and we do a lot of stuff with the candle lighters, all the cancer populations. So I'm excited to be part of this project.
Yes.
I'm very
For
happy.
prevention.
Preventa, how do we say it? Prevention in Spanish?
Prevención.
Prevención.
Yeah, prevención. Some of the personal family history of cancer, of course, is breast cancer, very prevalent in this nation. Ovarian cancer, kidney, colon cancer. We've got to get that colonoscopy done. Leukemia, prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer, which my brother passed from, bladder cancer, lung, and endometrial. So many types of cancers that maybe we can, through research, and through just knowledge of propensity, that we have the propensity to have it.
So might you imagine in the near future, as they learn even more, how we can really prevent it within our families?
Yes.
This is incredible.
So tell me where they can get a hold of you to find out how they can do a test like I did.
They can call my number at 915-300-8610. And if you could give your email out.
Yes, Loraine Prieto at yahoo.com.
Very good, very simple, huh?
Yes.
And so you'll be contacting our viewers, whoever's interested.
Yes. And then we can refer them to the offices too if they want to go on the east side or in Central, right there by Cotton and Montana.
You have two offices, right?
Yes, the El Paso del Norte Advisors do.
Okay, so
We're
there's
contacted
an
for
office
them.
on James Watt,
Uh-huh.
11395 James Watt, Suite A14.
Uh-huh.
And then you also have one in Montana, 1705 Montana Avenue, at the 79902.
Yes, right off
zip
of Cotton.
code.
Yes.
Right near
Right off of
Cotton Street.
And
Very
if
good.
perchance they need to call us, then we can send someone to their home and just help them in their homes.
So you can even go to a home.
Yes.
Very good. Well, thank you for coming and telling us about this new DNA cancer screen test for prevention for our families.
And thank you so much for being
Thank
one of
you
our
for
first.
coming. I appreciate
For
it.
being
Thank
one of
you.
our first folks.
Yeah, one of our, I'm going to be a little guinea pig here, but that's good. That's good. As long as it helps me to have that peace of mind.
For all your family.
And we'll see you all next week. Thank you for coming. And we have more guests next week. So join us again on Mature Living.